boys.
Ow'emyaka 5 yakutte omulalu. Yamukutte
assaulting, sexually abusing the kid.
There's also omwana wa senior 1 beside ze Kasese yazaala omwana how many days ago?
Last week on Thursday.
Yazaala omwana
a week ago.
Namuteka mu school akamuteka mu kishuji for 3 days.
Feed the kid from the Nsiko, go there every day and feed. That's what she has been doing until they discovered.
This is Galaxy. The news starts right now. We're powered by Airtel and Bajaj. Street Tunes Tovao.
Coming to you live from Plot 249, Gaba Road. Hot on the heels. Fast, reliable, and informative. Agagwira Walk. Gasokira wano. Gatabanagafuna. Agagwira Walk. 100.2 Galaxy FM.
Gasokera no gatabanagafuna tuli live kuchitimba Galaxy FM /TV. That's the YouTube channel that we go by. With Pamela Isamata Chom. Katutandikira Minister Henry Musasizi.
Musasizi. He's talking about prices. There is a workshop that is happening now, and it's about the high costs of, essential commodities.
Yes.
So according to the minister, he says that the problem is not the taxes.
Yes.
Like people are saying that, if taxes are brought down, then the prices of things are going to come down. He says the problem is not taxes. Like we know the external problems, so they can be solved. And he also mentioned that the prices of these commodities increasing is temporal. Because he's saying right now, by April last year, the price of cement was at 38,000. Now it has come down to 31. The price of soap that was about 10,000, according to their research, has come down to about 6,300. So he's saying this is a temporal thing. Let the market forces do their competition, and you'll see the prices going down themselves slowly. So he's trying to give Ugandans a hope. That
which is false or
I don't know. I have not seen the price of soap going down to 6,300 unless otherwise, but I have not seen. But then maybe he's making sense by saying they will come down. Let's give him benefit of doubt.
That is you guys that did economics, that understand the forces of demand and supply.
Yeah, by the way,
it's incredible for them.
Yeah.
They need like a lot of explaining.
Actually, they will not understand if you're telling them they will come. Because as we know, like you said last time, the prices never go back to where they were before.
They never. It's impossible.
They never. It's
almost soda. I don't know if you remember.
And it kept increasing.
Airtime scratch cards. You remember?
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
but
taxes yeah, 200 shillings. Yep.
200 shillings.
Nechikumi.
I don't remember.
Nebitano.
But anyway, I know that the prices are going to come down, but not to exactly, will not fall back to the original position.
Never. It's impossible. Yeah. I don't think fuel is going to go back to where it was.
It will reduce.
It will reduce. It will reduce.
Yeah.
Hey,
you mean it's going to remain at 5K? No,
around
it
there.
will definitely go back.
It will be balancing around there.
It will go back.
By the way.
No. Okay, I think by the end of this year, then maybe by next year we'll see.
Because you see, when you talk about fuel, it's not only in East Africa.
It's a global thing.
It's a global thing. Yeah, so. Anyway, away from that, katugende oliyo musajja ow'emyaka 5 eyakutte omwana omulalu. Omwana ono omulalu gwe bakutte ine emyaka emeka?
13-year-old. So of course her name is revealed.
Konkano olyo tomugwira lw'emyaka 13. Like how
it's called Joseph Zzina from Bugweri.
What kind of horn do you have to get onto a 13-year-old
mad
like, girl?
What is wrong with men? So this child is mentally impaired, but stays with the father. She has mental issues, but she stays with the father. So she didn't go to school because of those issues she has. So now the father is he's called Samuel Nyende. Nyende left his daughter with this old man and said, I'm going to the market. Muzei, telekerako mwana wange kangende mukatale, I buy some foodstuffs and come back.
Ate muzei alabika abadde aludde nga takwatanga mu nsonga ezo. Nagamba.
No excuse, but nange, that Muzai deserves to be castrated. So, when the old man returns from the nearby trading center with groceries, he finds this old man in the act, like
Yamao,
red-handed,
yamao,
defiling the 13-year-old kid.
What would you do in that instant?
I would beat you. I would look for a stick and whip you first.
What did he
Because
do?
that is my anger. Of course, he informed the local council people. He dragged the man off his daughter and then informed the local council, and that is how he has been arrested for aggravated defilement.
I don't know why I'm laughing. Or maybe the man also has a mental issue and we don't know. First of all,
no, we have seen these things of defilement playing out several times, and now the issue of men being mentally disturbed to do that is out of the picture. You're properly thinking, but I do not know why you'd think that a young child should be attractive in such a way.
especially a mad one.
Especially a mad one.
How can you be attracted to a mad child? Like you see a mad child. And you're
And men do. Don't you see these mad women getting pregnant year after year? You find mad women who are roaming the streets with heavy stomachs.
But you're mad
This
women.
year, the next year, they are mad.
Also, the
other
mad
year,
men
they are-
impregnate women like kuchalo.
They know.
Oyo
when it
mwana
comes
oyo mwana oyo wa musajja oli omulalu.
to-
So
and the woman is reasonable. She's normal.
she's sane.
God, the way God made his things.
This is Galaxy FM,
Interesting.
your number one swag station. Today we are live on our YouTube, Galaxy FM/TV now. Doctors demand financial literacy lessons for scientists appointed to accounting positions.
Yeah, Uganda Medical Association President Oledo Samuel has come out to support, to stand by
Yeah.
Dr. Musenero, the Minister for Science and Technology, who is undergoing those financial loss issues, because they're accusing her of misappropriating funds and causing financial loss to the government. So Oledo says it's important that the government protects scientists, because scientists have the brains to create and invent things, but they do not have the brains for accountants. So if you accuse them of such issues, then you're bringing down
So they're trying
the
to mean that
capacity
they
of
are not
scientists.
doctor accountants.
They are not, because why are you making a doctor who is technical, doing technical work, to account
They are doctor
for money at the
accountants.
same time?
They are doctor accountants that are qualified for
Qualified, exactly. That's what
Yeah.
he's saying.
The Honorable Minister, Dr. Musenero, she was the accounting officer for the 35 billion and above money which was spent. But you remember that she's not a technical person when it comes to finance. And in that area, it is easy for her to have penned signature to documents that caused misappropriation of funds. We have Professor Gwang, who came up with COVIDX, which has saved lives of Ugandans. In the COVID pandemic, the accountability is associated. The great scientists did a great job, and that's why we are calling upon government. Please, can you protect scientists when you place them in positions of authority? Can you put caveats, especially on these funds and the channels that are meant to...
Ndoza katunabera kwecho paka.
No, it's important.
It's simple. Put people that deserve to be in those particular positions, people that are qualified to be there.
Yeah.
So that if
that's
if
exactly
they
what
don't
he's
do
saying.
what they're supposed to do, you can hold them accountable.
And Musenero has said it over and over again. She says, my role in that position was technical. I was doing the vaccine thing with other scientists. But then, since she was the head of the project and money was coming to her, they had to sign, she is held responsible.
Everyone is
somewhere.
also equally important in this community, in this economy, in this country, whether you are a scientist, an artist, or whether you don't have any qualification at all.
Yeah.
I'm tired of hearing that nonsense of protect scientists. We are very special. Even people that do arts are very special. Yeah? We are
the
all
aspect
equal.
is different.
There's no one who is more equal than the other. For now, we are all equal and
Yeah, we are
important
all equal.
in this economy.
But then
And protect
we
scientists.
must
Bana tulinyane
accept-
kumitwe.
Yeah,
Protect scientists.
banange.
Protect scientists. So the artists have no job. They like literally.
They're not
do-
important.
They're not important.
Us, we are not.
Mwana,
No.
but susanyo. Everybody,
No,
because look, listen.
aspects matter. The reason why you're saying protect scientists matters. Maybe the president putting scientists up there, he also has his reasons. He's saying we need a more science-led economy because that's where the world is going.
But,
Technology,
okay,
ICT, and
when you do all that and your country needs protection, who are you going to look at?
protection. security.
In terms of military and security, who are
Hey,
you, who are you
even
going
that
to look
one
at?
is there. That
Exact-
one is there.
So let's balance it. Let's all rise together and pull on the same degree, on the same pace.
No,
Eggwanga
the
likule.
thing is, we've had lesser scientists. Yeah, we have had fewer scientists, and the best scientists that we've always we've had the brain
Look,
drain,
listen.
where the best scientists get
Listen.
out of the country. So the best thing to do is to offer incentives, increase their salary, make them feel special.
Even the best
so that we
artists,
don't have
by
brain
the way,
drain.
even the best artists,
Hey,
the best people responsible for other things other than sciences are also moving out of this
do
country.
you know why? Do you know why you people? Why I was going to say you people, but Ugandans will go to India because the best heart surgeon is in India. The best money brain what is in India. You understand? Or is in America, in the US. Uganda has the capacity to have such people. But when we nurture such people, they usually go to those countries,
Why?
and they're the ones treating you.
Why?
Who pays billions of money?
Why do they go?
Why? It's because scientists have not been looked at in a certain
No,
angle. They
it's
have been
because
underlooked.
It's
So
very-
that is
it's
why
very
the president
basic
comes
things,
up and
Pamela.
says, if
Bintu bitini
we
nnyo, bintu byangu nnyo. Whether a scientist, whether not a scientist in this country, omusala mutini. Sente
I know,
ntini.
omusala mutini.
It doesn't matter
Na
who.
ye-
Yeah, it
but
doesn't matter who. It doesn't matter who.
It-
N'abaana bagenze mu mawanga amalala, they are deployed by other countries ne bakuba emmundu.
Yeah.
And they are paid
That
better
is
money.
true,
They
but
are
we
dying.
have- no,
They are
the
dying
issue
for
is-
other countries.
The issue is,
People are managing other businesses.
if you went to a mass comm class and you went to a class of doctors, where would you see the numbers more? Like, where would you see the numbers more?
If you went to a mass comm class
Yes.
and went to a
The
class of
doctors, where would you see more numbers if you had to weigh them?
this country has always been producing more artists
Exactly.
than scientists. Yeah.
That is the reason why you need to offer scientists that hope that, you know what, if you become a scientist,
If you have children
we
in
are
your
few.
home,
We don't want to lose
Woba
you
oyina abaana,
who are few
woba oyina abaana
to
mu
other
nyumba yo.
countries.
Woba
Yes,
oyina
you're good
abaana
enough.
mu nyumba yo, Pamela,
Yeah.
and you start favoring one over the other, what's going to happen? Do you need me to take you back to the story of Jacob in the Bible?
No, I am not talking. I'm not exactly saying.
It is exactly
that
what
arts
you're
should be
implicating.
thrown out. I am
Yeah.
not saying that arts should be thrown out.
No
I am
one is
saying
more special than the
prioritizing-
other.
Prioritizing right now. You should put them at the forefront because there are fewer. Yeah, there are fewer, and we have a lot of brain drain that is related to arts.
No.
I mean, science
No.
related.
So the labor that we export, you don't look at that as brain drain. Eh? Omwana bamututte n'agenda mu Dubai Mall n'amanaging a business. That's not brain drain. They would have managed something here in Uganda.
But there are many still here in Uganda who can manage it. You understand?
So
You're not going to feel the pinch
there-
so much.
there are few-
We have 1,000 kids
Mwana.
going out of the country every single day almost. You understand?
If you
But
stratify
if we
an
had-
economy, if you classify people according to their qualifications and according to their social classes, that is the beginning of the failure of any settlement, any
No.
civilization,
Yeah, I think it's
any
okay
country.
to prioritize, but then do not over prioritize and forget the others. But prioritize fine because we have fewer people. Encourage other people to get into the profession because it is well paying. You understand? So when people know that it is well paying, they're also going to want to be there. The ones who are there will not want to go elsewhere to get better money. Then we lose the best, the cream de la cream. You know?
No, I don't know.
Yes, you know.
12 Galaxy FM nga tumaliriza omwana yazaala omwana n'amuteeka mu nsiko for 4 days.
Yeah, this girl is from Kasese,
Senior one.
Kinyabwamba. She's a senior one student from Hima Secondary School. She was impregnated by a 35-year-old man who
Yamawe.
fled the village.
And you say we pay more scientists. You see what artists are doing?
The man disappeared.
Artists are impregnating girls.
Ah, my goodness.
We need to pay attention to them more. They're a time bomb for this country.
Yes.
They are idle, disorderly, and
The
jobless.
artists, the disorderly.
Alabama, mama,
Hello.
mama. We have the story on record.
When we examined the mother, we found she was in a stable position. The findings we did from head to toe were normal. For abdomen, the uterus was contracting well. Then on vaginal examination, she had some bruises on the vulva, which were minor, and she was having mild PV bleeding. Then the baby was okay. However, I had some bruises on the face.
Oyo mwana talinaako beewaabwe.
She has her parents.
How do you carry for 9 months?
She got pregnant in August last year.
Yes.
She has been putting on her uniform, dressing every day, and not her parents, neither her teachers noticed she was pregnant.
Pamela.
So she gave birth last week on Thursday, and in the bush.
Pam.
Nalekayo omwana mu bush.
Yes,
so she
Alisa.
went. Yes.
Yes, Alisa.
That's why you hear. That's a medical practitioner saying we examined her, and this is the findings we have had. They are wondering how this girl gave birth.
Who cut her umbilical cord?
I'm telling you, the girl did it on her own. In the bush.
No.
Kept the baby
Something
there.
that doesn't make sense for me.
Yeah.
Omwana wo mu nnyumba yo nga mwasula n'afuna olubuto.
For 9
Okumala
months,
emyezi
nga
mwenda.
temukiraba. It's possible.
It is not possible.
No, it is very possible. One, parents are very busy these days.
No, not for,
Yeah,
not for
no,
9 months.
That is fact.
Not for 9 months. Not for 9
I'll
months.
tell you. if you
Besides,
can-
there's a way someone
9
who is
months
pregnant.
you may not notice. The way she dresses, the way she puts on her skirt, the clothes she puts
Apana.
on, you will not tell. First time pregnancies sometimes are really small, and that you may not tell.
So nga
Imagine
bakula
the
abaloza
teachers,
just okusa emmere.
the students she
some
was
of them, I'm not a
studying with.
woman. I've never carried.
Yeah.
I've never, I don't know the experience of being pregnant.
Yeah.
But from what I see, omuntu w'olubuto azimba amatama. Like something changes. You either lose weight or you add weight. You have mood swings. Ne oba mwana muto.
Yeah.
Something changes about. Do you remember someone who used to come here? Our friend called NBK.
No.
I will show her a picture to you, yeah? I'll show her a picture to you. When she got pregnant,
Yeah.
like she changed. Like yachuka.
How young was she? Because
She wasn't
this is a
young, but she
girl.
was of a slim body. Anyhow, back to the young girl. Tosobola kuŋŋamba nti oli muzadde. Obeera na mwana mu nnyumba yo n'otamanya nti omwana wo alina olubuto. You're not fit to be a parent. Bakukome. They need to
but
take
now,
you to prison.
before you pin the parents, this girl is a community girl. She gets up every morning, walks through the community, goes to school, stays with other kids, is in the
Asula
presence
wa,
of teachers,
alya
comes
wa.
back home. No,
Bamujjanjabira wa. In the 9 months she was pregnant, she didn't go for antenatal.
she did not go for antenatal.
Bueno.
This is 100.2 Galaxy FM. Zzina.